Evening, guys. So this is a first of hopefully a few short videos. I'm going to keep these really short. I'm going to post them to the YouTube channel as well. So what I plan to do here is just a couple of minutes, just maybe a quick tying tip video or a material selection video or something along those lines. And like I say, I'll do some longer tying videos as we go along. I've got them started. Got a couple started, but I'll work through those, and I'll be posting those to the YouTube channel as I get them done. So as the sort of the to get this thing kicked off, I thought I'd kind of just pick a fly and talk about my selection of materials or some aspect of it that that might be useful to you, or at least give you another alternative or another like I said, another alternative to tying. The one in particular I want to talk about today is just the standard bomber that we're used to seeing all. And I got a few here that'll kind of illustrate what I'm talking about here. So this is, hopefully you're going to be able to see this. This is just a standard. This happens to be blue with a grizzly hackle wound through it, but I mean, there's all kinds of colors of these as well, as everybody well knows. And just a deer hair body. And what I want to draw attention to is just the tail and wing on these. So traditionally, not traditionally, but more often than not, you're going to see these with calf tail. Or in a lot of cases now, these days, you're going to see them with Skeena goat or goat hair, I guess. It could be a Skeena river product, but I'll talk about that in a second. But what I'm using is on all my bombers, and that's why you probably notice that the tails and wings on these, and again, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but they're relatively short compared to a lot of the bombers that you see. And that's just a personal preference of mine. Again, if you want longer tails and wings on your flies, then you're going to have to use something other than calf body here, and I'll explain that in a second. So that's what I use. I use a product, and I'll show you that now. It's a product by, as I said, by Skeena River, and I'm sure you've seen these in other places as well. And what I like about their calf body here, and I've used a bunch of different other ones as well, but I like theirs because it's, again, I don't know if the camera's going to show this up fairly well, but it's really super white. It's a bleach product. They have sold it on occasion in natural as well, but I'd rather the bleach. And I don't know if you notice the hide, the difference between the hide and the tip of the hair. That's about as long as you're going to get. Sometimes you'll get them shorter, but I try to pick them out as best I can if I know what it is that you're tying them for. If you're tying small dry flies or something, well, you don't mind the really short hair. But if it's for bugs or bombers and you want something a bit long, then if you order it off me, just drop me a note and I'll try to pick one out that's a bit longer. But typically, that's about as long as you're going to get them. Which really, the way you tie those in is like any other way, but you stack them and you clean up the guard hairs and whatnot. But you're going to have to tie them in to get any kind of a length out of the tail at all. You're going to have to tie them in pretty close to the tips, and that way, or close to the butts, I should say. Lash them down really good, and then use some kind of a super glue like a Wapsi Z-Ment or all these, there's lots of different products out there. That's typically what I do with those, and I have not had any trouble with them pulling out. So yeah, so that's just an alternative that you can use instead of calf tail if you like your tails and your wings relatively short. If you don't, then you need to go to something longer like a goat or a calf tail or something along those lines. Okay, that's it for this evening. Thanks. Bye.